Stamping components, which lead frames are stamped and sometimes chemical etched. Here are some examples, and this is courtesy of Micropep. These are some very small stampings, and this is actually a pin, a common pin. These parts are stent markers, and so these go on the end of a stent, so you can imagine how tiny they are. They're literally, if you put pepper out onto a table, that's how small these stamped parts are. You see some others here. I'll talk about those in a moment. This one is an airbag screen, as used in an airbag sensor to make sure it goes off. These are 15 thousandths holes through 12 thousandths thick material. This one's a contact for a steering sensor, 6 thousandths gap in between, and this thickness is 2 thousandths of an inch thick Palanet material, metal. Some people might be familiar with this, biopsy forceps. Nobody ever wants to have this done, but it's nice to know that these are very accurately stamped and sometimes molded. These particular ones are 12 thousandths holes, and the teeth are 7 thousandths high. So you can imagine the stamping die that had to make these. And I've actually had molded parts. I can't show those, but those are the same size, 7 thousandths high teeth. And it's important that the teeth are very sharp. So how do you make, you can make a very sharp tool in steel that makes the teeth, but now you have to fill that polymer right to the very edge of that tooth. This is the center marker. It's a 15 thousandths diameter OD, 12 thousandths thick material. It actually has an ID, and the ID is 7 thousandths of an inch. So it's twice a hair size core that's actually stamping this part, which it still is robust enough to actually do this in hundreds of thousands of part per year quantity. These are some other applications here. Lens array, this is an optics component I'll talk about in a little bit. This is a catheter tip made out of polythene, an insert molded connector with 10 thousandths inch spheres that are insert molded. This is a 4 thousandths polypropylene orthodontic brush. It would fit right through the space of my teeth, wouldn't it? Probably a few of them. Here's a biopsy forceps that I showed a little bit earlier. This is a fiber optic connector. You can see actually there's a lead in on both ends, so the core pin actually meets in the center of this part. So there's an unusual shut-off. This is a lens array that's got 24 250 micron pitch lenses. And Micropep, this is a company, Micropep does the actual diamond turning of this before they do the molding. This is the true size with the dime, and you can see those lenses in there. This is an Ultem material.